So, hello everyone here on Twitch stream and later on in YouTube, and welcome back to Morrowind, where, well, last time around, well, shouldn't be any different for truly which one I load up. Last time around we got into the best position, well, commanding officer position in plates, I guess I could say. And Caius Cosada is gonna be leaving even. And what we are gonna be doing today is, at least, I was thinking that we can at least go and still visit in Vivek, start working on the Lost Prophecies, and then I would like to be going and maybe visiting Satrit Mora again too, all things considering. I probably should, well, actually I don't have too much stuff that I'm carrying around right now as such. And nothing that I really wanna be selling. The 1,200 gold isn't bad, isn't really very good either, but it isn't bad. Well, let's just go into Palmyra and see what we shall be exactly doing. Of course, maybe maid skill missions, maybe. But I think that we could at least first still go to the Vivek and temple and chat there and everything. Such a low FPS count for a short moment when arriving here. But yeah, maybe then go into Satrit Mora and look more in there, over the things and places and everything. And yeah, go from there. See what exactly is said about the Lost Prophecies, because it's not like I remember at all what would be said about them. If there is something specifically that what do we need to do to get to them or get to the dissident priest or some such. Truly cannot say I would remember.
We make a special trip just for you.
Just for me, eh? That is very nice of you. Thank you kindly.
Where would you like to go?
I'm right where I wanted to come, to be honest. However, I could go with the gondola, more or less. There's even a boat. I didn't remember that there was a boat connection from here, but let's check where this boat actually can take us. Because there might be some place that we haven't yet been in that the boat could take us in. I'm not sure though, not sure. So, where can you take us anyways? I was thinking that, okay, Ebonheart of course, it's very close, then Molakbar Telpranora, which is interesting, and what? Wasn't Telpranora the location that we just were at? No, it's Telfur. That's interesting. I might like to go and visit in Telbanora. Not sure where that would be. Maybe it's an island. I don't know.
Traveler.
That sounds nonetheless interesting to go and visit in Telbanora. It sounds very much at least like a Telvanni place. We'll see. At some point at least I shall be visiting there. Will it be right now? Well, don't know. Don't know that for sure. So, where was a gondola? Just over there. Hello, beggar. I got no coins other than 1,200, but I don't know if I could be giving coins to someone like that anyways. No idea. Vivek Lalu. Well, Vivek Arena. Hello, Saten Tenho, and welcome to the stream. Has your day been good? Salve. What salve? What do you speak of? Okay. Where is my arrow pointing? That away is the temple. So, here. Here's the closest just into that direction. And we'll see. You, of course, remember way better anyways. Yeah, I thought that that would be Latin, because it reminds me of Latin, but I don't remember what it means. So, not quite sure. Well, good morning then, so to speak. And you just woke up from a nap or some sus. Well, I, on the other hand, I'm pretty tired, so I probably will not be streaming for really long, cause tired, as said before. Then I need to be finding my way back to the place where that one woman was at. It wasn't in the library of Vivek, though. I don't think.
Wealth beyond measure, outland.
It was in the... or was it here? I guess I'll have a look. No. Don't think it was here, even though this somewhat feels familiar, but... nah. Not exactly. As such, I guess I could always look from here, exactly. Hyphen, Milo's quarters are of course there, but wasn't she usually in the library? Not sure. Was she in the library? What location was she in? Do you remember, Soten Tenho? Where was she? Milo.
What is it? Do I know you? What words do you have for me, citizen?
Oh, wisdom. Hello, Visineko as well, and welcome to stream. Not quite the first one, but I know at least that I think that Jim said that he would be probably at least very late if he would be coming around in here, and then on the other hand, Tayunda hasn't arrived yet, at least, so first, very close to the P verse, first, yes, my friend Soten Tenho is here though. If only I remembered where she was. But I do not remember the exact location that that person was in. I think it was more in this direction though, so I guess I shall go that way and hope that I figure out what was the exact location that I needed to go. It wasn't here. Maybe it was through here. Yes, hello to Soten Tenho as well. Was it here? No, this is High Fane. I haven't been to High Fane. Cannon quarters. Milo's quarters. That doesn't help me. I think we need to find her quarters. Do you think so? Okay, well, then the quarters was here, but they're locked. Do I truly need to be breaking the lock? Or lockpicking it to be able to get in? Oh? Because wasn't it Milo? Maybe she asked us to come here a little bit later on, but I don't think she's quite here yet. Well, at sus, we are able to always go and have a look into this. Message to Amaya from Milo, was it? I guess so. So, anyways, Amaya, sorry I missed you. I had to run some old documents over to the Inquisitor at the Ministry of Truth, and I'm likely to be tied up there for a while. Why don't you meet me there as soon as you can? Then we can leave together as soon as I'm done. And Amaya, don't forget to bring me the Divine Intervention scrolls you borrowed. Or if you use them, buy a couple of new ones for me. I think I'm going to need them soon. Janet Moline at the Mages Guild in the Foreign Quarters keeps them in stock. Alva Saram is the guard at the entrance. Just tell her you're looking for me and she'll let you in. Your faithful friend, Mehra. P.S. I left a couple of levitate potions here for you just in case. I couldn't remember if you knew the spell or not, so I drew a couple from stock. Okay. So this would have been for Amaya. Well... now I'm thinking, should I take this? What has happened to Amaya? What is the journal? I found a note addressed to Amaya in Mehramila's room. I think it means she's in trouble, probably imprisoned in the Ministry of Truth. And tell the guard at the entrance. Alvela Saram that I'm looking for Mehramilo, and she'll let me in. Milo wants me to bring her 2 divine intervention scrolls. For an escape plan. She also left me 2 levitation potions. It's kind of interesting though when it seems like it's aimed for someone else rather than us, but yeah, Ministry of Truth is a celestial body suspended by Vivek's mighty power over the great temple of the High Fane in Vivek City. Yep. Right there. I didn't remember that we actually needed to go there at this point. Okay, just that. See, I don't remember that from last time. Should have read again what I remember Amaya was mentioned, yes. But I didn't remember any specifics. He's, he wants me to find the lost properties and deliver to the Niapi Maesa, this Nipani Maesa. His parting orders are to just go to the Hall of Wisdom and Justice where Meher Milo will tell me how to get the lost prophecies. He says she's being watched, and if something has gone wrong, she will leave me a message under the good word Amaya. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Here it says it, but of course it's the problem when it's been nonetheless a week and then I forgot the exact case. I just thought that, yeah, we need to go and find her. Well, I thought that, yeah, there would be maybe mention about it, but first thought that maybe I actually need to find her, but fine, whatever. So, Divine Intervention. I don't know if I have Divine Intervention scrolls. I might have at least sold them if I had any, because I did do that purge on the scrolls previously, so I think I might have sold them, which is kind of a problem. Well, okay, well, I guess I gotta be finding my way into that Mage's Guild then. Not quite 100% sure I like the fact of having to go into Mage's Guild, just because of the fact that it's quite in a different spot and a direction than actually this place is, but well. Let's see, do I get outside from here? Nice carpet though. Okay, so outside, then I guess I might as well. Which building was the Mage's Guild in? It's always like my questions. Where was this and where was this? It's probably in the foreign quarters, I could assume, all things considering. Most things that are not house related are in the foreign quarters, I'd say. Oh, there you go. I can fly, at least. All the lovely statues and everything. Just peacefully gliding over into the other side. I wonder how many in Vivek actually use this sort of a method to go and travel across though. Because I would think that this would be a lot nicer way to just travel from one place to the other. But maybe that's just me. I know. Am I the only one that wishes to be using this like this? Yep, this place does look great. Vivek is a special place. One of the very interesting looking locations in this game for sure. For a certainty. Let's see. Then yes, there's the foreign quarters, but was the mages guild in there? Well, I guess we'll figure that out soon. Soonishly. Upper Wasteworks. Foreign quarters. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be at least anything right here, so maybe when going into the foreign quarters I shall find the Mages Guild over there. Maybe. Like in the main area over here, Plaza. That it is called.
I'm listening.
Well, probably considering there's at least the Guild of Fighters. So there's probably the Guild of Mages as well. Yes, there. Good. Good. Hello, you. I might like to actually repair some items. Interesting that I cannot talk anything else to you. You are just a simple smith. That is the only purpose you have in life. And yeah, that's all you are gonna be doing here. You're completely like, nope, I don't want to have any extra chatting with you or anything. Nope.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Well, yes, quite apparently. I could assume that you would be saying that, considering the fact that you are already like, I don't want to talk anything extra with you anyways, basically. Let's waste this. Maybe we'll repair stuff someday. Maybe I'll learn to do some repairs myself. At least I got better at something. Sometimes. Very slowly doing some work forward, but there. All the hammers gone through. In some sense, it would be more logical to get hammers and just upgrade my own skill when it's pretty expensive actually to go and do these repairs. Otherwise, it's quite expensive. Quite expensive. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to even repair that. Repair failed. Just minimal amount sometimes. Working forward on this. Well, hey, at least I prepared something more. Just a little bit. Then there would be only the Mage Bane that would need repairs, which is, I guess, fine. I can just get the rest of the repairs from you, I guess. I hope the Divine Intervention scrolls aren't very expensive, because I already spent a lot of gold just repairing everything that I had. But we'll see how that exactly will be. Okay, so why is the only thing that I can do? Goodbye. Are you here for more duties, Conjura, or was there something else you wanted? I haven't asked any duties from you, I'm pretty sure, so sure. You could speak with Archmage Trebonius. Fine enough, so there wasn't actually anything with you that you would say, but I was thinking that would there be, but doesn't appear to be, so.
How can I help?
He gave me at least some new duty, I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't, but it's like, it just wasn't yet something that I was able to do. Even though I felt that it should have already been.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
But it was a little bit later on. Takes a while to try to be learning someone who actually would be selling me something. You are just a travel agency. Well, what about you? I was thinking that you should be at least someone I can partner with. But you do not sell any scrolls. So you're again a wrong person to talk to. No one here. What about in here? Do you, who I stole something last time around, sell me anything that I would like? Detect key. I didn't remember that there was something like a detect key here. Surely. Demoralized creatures, invisibilities. I kind of like it, but I would really need to go and actually even jump. But I kind of feel that I would need to get these scrolls first, though. And it did say that I should be, at least that they should be for sale, for example, in the Mages Guild. So...
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Do you want
well, maybe I'll be able to somehow find someone that actually sells something useful. But
What
I
do
don't
you
really see
want,
anyone else in
Outlander?
here. At all. Like, I'm supposedly supposed to be able to partner with you.
Care to tell me
But,
what this is about?
I can't partner with you. And maybe it was because I was behind you that you were just like, who is it? Okay. Divine Intervention. Deities Panacea. Don't really need it. But there's Divine Interventions. They are actually pretty good spells as such, if we consider. To go and get. And there would be all sort of icebreakers and all. Chameleon Ring. I guess that's fine. Aw. Me and my bad persuasion. Never gonna be able to get anything. I guess I'll go and buy the few spells that I was sort of interested in. And go from there.
Do you want something from me?
No, it wasn't even you. It was the other person. Other person.
Hello,
Even
Outlander.
you.
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
I'm trying not to take too much of your time. Is that good enough? Okay, and Snowfall would have been the soft drop, so to speak. Do I want something else? Yeah, like I said too, Visinekko, that I'm tired too, so yeah, I completely understand. Do have a lovely night then. Good night and sweet dreams, Visinekko. See you later. Okay. Do I want something else? 10 to 40% for density. Okay. It's just, I hate kind of the type of spells where it's just for 10 seconds you shall gain this thing. Anyways, I don't have a lot of gold left, so I probably should be trying to save it up a little bit, nonetheless. Most likely. So I guess that's totally fine at the moment though, and then we can just go on the... Oh, this is a pretty nice hall indeed. Go and just head back towards the floating thing. Less than we have the divine intervention spells and everything ready. Everything has been repaired. My sword looks funny when it's just hopping around like this and everything. In the air. At least it's nice and green. No stars, though night is coming about slowly. And the temple below. Well, Ebonheart loading in slowly but surely. I think it was Ebonheart in there, right? Just... I've only had just a little bit sliver of a more of a draw distance to begin with, so that it would have looked more logical. So, who is the correct person to talk to? I could assume it is you. Because who else would there be? So,
My time is precious,
Alvela
so make it quick.
Saram. I'm sorry, no pilgrims allowed in the ministry. I'll have to ask you to leave, but you're not here to visit anyone, are you? I am actually here to visit someone. Mayor said you would come. I'll say you subdued me with magic and stole my key. It opens all 3 exterior doors. The upper back door is best. You'll need other keys for other doors inside. Search for the keys in desks. No one carries keys while on duty. Mehra is in the prison keep, in the cell on the far right. Mehra said you'd bring scrolls to get out. Yes. Rightio, all 3 exterior doors. But the one to go is the upper back door. Some of us are sympathetic to the dissident priest, but kill an ordinator and you lose the sympathy. You've got rank in the temple. Maybe you can bluff your way through. Here's the key to the entrance. Now get going. That's actually very interesting. If you actually would have more ranks in the temple, how well would you be able to just like bluff your way through and everything? That would be interesting. It's a nice green color. Yep, it is. But interesting. Would be sometimes nice to try to go all the way through in the temple and or do more tasks for the temple and see if you could bluff, maybe good persuasion and all that. Maybe then you could be trying to bluff your way through. But yeah, I'm just here from the temple and everything. Would be interesting to try it out someday. Okay, let's so that is a below door, so I could assume the good way to go would be this one. Because this is a little bit at least back, considering, unless she was at the back door. I'm not certain which is the actual answer to that. Ministry of Truth, Hall of Processing. Well, we'll see. I cannot see a damn thing again. Why must everything be so dark? Always so dark. Well, prison keep. Would there have been a prison keep door immediately here? Or does it like...
Die, fixer!
Ouch. Sorry. I didn't really wanna have anything to do with you guys, so... excuse-moi. I'm just heading onwards here, sorry. Sorry to bother you and everything. Just rushing through them. Sorry. Okay. I unlocked it. Woohoo! Guards, intruder. There is no escape. There is no escape. It's a good question. Who are the ones that are attacking me, though? Like, if it's ordinators, then I should try to move. You are someone else. I'm thinking it's a lot safer in here with the ordinators not mad at me than it would be with me out there with ordinators mad at me. They're a rough bunch. Mad with me is not how I want to be treated with them. Yes, I very much understand. It would be nice to ask if you know where Mehra Milo might be kept or some such.
Must be going now.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. I was framed. I wasn't nowhere near the place. And what would I be doing working on them silly pilgrims? It ain't worth the sweat. The tight little pricks. Okay? Silly pilgrims. You know, god grabbers wrapping themselves where the saints have trod and all that. Gotcha all. Give it all to the temple. The fools. Dressed in bags and sacks. Sorry, pinch coin out the liquors. Make me puke. Okay. That makes sense. Very silly pilgrims indeed. Damn fool meddling priest. I would have touched her if she hadn't... I wouldn't have touched her if she hadn't come on to me like a hot saw. bastards. Get me hands on one, I'm going to squish him like a pimple. This guys are talking kind of funnily. Get my hands on one, I'm gonna squeeze it like a pimple. Bastards? The priest. No, not this guy. That is doing their job. No, it's a damn priest I want my hands on. Alright, I got you. Daglin Celerar.
I don't think I want you around anymore.
I don't think so either. Minister through holding cells. I think that's the location I need to go in. Just let me open the cell.
Is there something
Hello.
I can do for you,
I'm glad I was able to get to you, and then I'm glad that they're not like actually chasing us for the moment. Yes, it's all good. We're doing well, right? Don't you agree, Katrina? Stus. Now I accidentally said your name. Satentenho. It's the problem when it's the full thing that I know your name and everything. I hope you don't mind too much. I can try to go and blink it out if you need me to, but otherwise, yeah, my apologies. It's just a problem when talking too much, friend to friend and everything, and then accidentally sometimes just being saying the name and everything. Yeah, and this is a silly prison break for sure. Satentenho. It is a very silly thing. It's like you just rush through and then there. Yeah, me bastard. I'm sorry. It's a problem when I'm sure that you would easily sometimes do it too, though. Like you don't always call me Kide, after all. So it's way too easy to do sometimes. So yes, if you want me to, I'll do that. But otherwise, I guess it's fine. I just try to evade it or try to avoid doing it, but then I accidentally do it, which is very annoying. Annoyance. Well, anyways, Meher Milo and the prison break and everything. Yeah, okay, good, that no need. But still, I usually try to evade or stop myself from doing it, because I think it's better for me to just call people with the actual nick, but sometimes it's just very hard to actually do. It just automatically comes that you just say the actual name and not actually Satentenhoven, which I should. Okay, Meher Milo, anyways, hello. But yes, this is a very silly prison break, very silly prison break. It's like, I didn't even remember this prison break at all from memory, not even remotely. But yeah. So, do you have time to chat before we go and use the Divine Intervention scrolls? Even though you say that, do you have the Divine Intervention scrolls? I have an escape plan. Nah. You've been persecuted by the temple, eh? Yeah. Maybe I just need to do that. Persecution of the narrow marine and everything. Yeah, sure. Scrolls. I'll need one Divine Intervention scroll myself for my escape plan. Getting out will be a lot faster and safer for you if you have one. But if you haven't got one for yourself, maybe you can find some other way out. Now listen, here's my plan. Give me a Divine Intervention scroll, I'll meet you at the secret dissident priest monastery at Holameyan. For safety, we'll travel separately. Right. All the way over there, someplace, wherever that is. Do please tell where it is, at least, right? When you get out of here, look for a woman named Plata Hateria on the east docks of Ebonheart. Tell her I sent you, and that you want to go fishing. She'll bring you to Holameyan by boat. I'll meet you there, and we'll get the last prophecies from Kilvas Barello, the leader of the dissident priest. And magic conceals the Holameyan entrance. Speak of Vevrana Arion, a monk at the dock of Holameyan, about the hidden entrance. Okay. So where is... She'll bring you to Holomayan by boat, okay? Where is it? What is it? Holomayan is a secret monastery of the dissident priests. The monastery itself is beneath the surface of a remote island along Asura's coast, with only a single entrance hidden from view by hills and vegetations. The monastery is future protected by a magical shield which opens only at dawn and dusk. The magical twilight hours sacred to Asura. Interesting. We'll get the lost prophecies from Kilvas Barel, the leader of the dissident priests. And magic conceals the Holomayan entrance. Speak to Evrana Arion, a monk at the dock at Holomayan, about the hidden entrance. But first I needed to go and find the Pletta Hateria. Okay, well, goodbye then I guess. You're not actually using it, but well, I did give it to you, so... Fine. If you just want me to go and use it for myself and you use it afterwards and those guards don't really care to come and try to follow us, I guess that's fine. Yep, not this way. It's something that I easily sometimes forget. Ah, it's here actually that I need to go and just equip it and yeah, and then cast it. Loading area. Oh. Like it automatically teleported me all the way to Ebonheart? That's interesting. Like, shouldn't it teleport me rather to Morrowind though? Or not Morrowind. I mean Morrowind. I meant Vivek. Ah, lovely blue... Well, violet blue moons. And lovely red glow and everything. A boat. It's too pretty. Too pretty. I would like to get my lovely green sword back in hand too, though. But yeah, I would have thought that I would have gone into Vivek, considering that's where we were. This is quite a future away, after all, I'd say. So, to the docks. Ah, I love having this levitation though, still on for the moment, that is. Well, I didn't kill any of the guards. I did remember that I had visited that place previously as well, back in the day, but I didn't remember at all for what purpose. So that was kind of interesting. We're gonna be getting good views for this dragon statue and everything. I don't think there is Empire Cult Temple in Vivek. I guess so, but I didn't remember that those scrolls of divine intervention just brought us to the temples. That's the thing. There's a lot of things that I don't remember. So, what can you do? Lots of things that I do not quite remember. Ah, you are Plata Hateria. Yes, I'm Plata Hateria. Do I know you? Yep, you know me. Right. You're feeling Sereti. My friend said you might want to go fishing. Yes, I would like to go fishing. I know a fine place. Excellent fishing, my friend. Mehra Milo says it's her favorite fishing spot. You ready to go? Yep. Good. I'm ready to take you to Holomayan anytime you're ready to travel, and I'll be here to offer that service anytime you need it. Good. Let's just go. Why not? Azure Ghost. There's so many things that I don't remember really after all, so... And then there would be Baron Arion of the Monk of Holomayan. The monastery is here on this island. Take the stone pathway north from the docks and the path uphill. The entrance is hidden by a magical shield. Wait or rest at the head of the path and the portal will open at the dusk and dawn only. The magical twilight hour is sacred to Asura. Mehra Maila has told us of your coming. You can find her in the library with the Master Barello. Later I can arrange for you to return to Vivek whenever you are ready. So, good. What can you tell me about this place? Holomayan is a secret monastery of the dissident priests. The monastery itself is beneath the surface of a remote island along the Azure coast, with only a single entrance hidden from view by hills and vegetation. The monastery is further protected by a magical shield which opens the dawn and dusk, the magical twilight hour sacred of Azura. Yes.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Yes, yes. Where is that slave? Here, not long ago. Now you guys have slaves here too. Good to know. Real good to know. Where's my torch? Where is my torch? I don't see a torch. Did I somehow lose my torch? I didn't drop it. I just equipped this. I guess I'm confused. Did my torch burn out again? I definitely don't see a torch. Aw. Fine, I guess I can rest for a moment then, so that I could actually see something. It's like a couple of hours. Yay, I can see. It's pretty difficult to go and try to follow a rocky path up here when I don't see a damn thing. So where are we on the map anyways? Ah, all the way over here. Interesting. It's when I don't remember almost any of these sort of things from this game anymore. How long time ago did you play Morrowind last time? Saten Tenho. When did you play last time yourself? For me, I wonder. Do you remember at all when I might have played this last time before? It's been at least... I think it's been pretty close to 10 years at least, if not more. For me. Long anyways. You have at least did watch some of this before already or close by, but... I wouldn't consider this that well hidden entrance in all reality, but it's decent, I guess. Hello.
Go ahead.
Tivam Satri. Welcome, Felin Sarati. Mera Milo has told us of your coming. Has told us of your coming. I cannot talk today. You're gonna find her in the library with the Master Parello. I'm okay. Master Parello, eh? Master Gilves Parello is the abbot of our monastery and the head of our secret order. Your secret order? We have adopted the name dissident priest. We are not ashamed of our disputes with the temple's hierarchy. So, why dissident priest though? Yeah, you don't remember when you played last time either. We are fiercely loyal to the temple ancient traditions. But we are troubled that the ultimate source of the tribunal divinity might be the same as the source of the Dakadur's evil power. Dakadur's power seems to wax as the tribunal's power wanes. Read the Progress of Truth and other documents of the Apocrypha in our library, and you'll see why we are uneasy. Radio. And then Master Barello. Yeah, I asked that already. Didn't I? Well, we'll see which direction is the correct one. You are not the person I'm looking for exactly.
Make it
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Why everyone has so little time? Detra. I certainly did read.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Everyone is so busy over here, for some reason. Did you remember this how well? Before going and watching it being played? These are very... I can't even actually view this message note, so that's very strange. Strange, I'd say. The frost salts look pretty nice when they just like... It really is very frosty. Very much indeed frosty.
Go ahead.
If only I could get the Grandmaster mortar and pestle. I want your mortar and pestle, utter Fellain. So you are my Fellain brother, sort of. Welcome, Fellain Sarechti, says Fellain Antral. Mehra Milo has told of your coming. You can find her in the library at Wester. Yes, yes. So I can. Do we have anything nice to sell, though? Something interesting. Hamlet of Rest. Belt of Athlete. Then a lot of glass flasks. Wooden bowls, vapors. Spear of Light. Nothing that I'd probably find that interesting. At least right now. You didn't remember very well at all, either. Okay. Miptihad Atilipu. That is quite of a name. That is quite of a name, I gotta say. What do you look like?
Outlander, but make it quick.
Like that. You do not seem to be fitting in, Frocky.
Come on then, say something or move on.
You ain't a dark elf after all. You don't fit in. What is a Nord like you doing in here from all the way from Skyrim, I guess? What are you doing here? Hey. It's kind of funny. I went all the way around first, and then finally arrived into the actual library that I was supposed to come into. There's a lot of books that we probably can't be reading afterwards.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
How wonderful.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
So, Mehra Milo first, I guess. Thank you, Fellain Sarechti, for rescuing me. Now I'll stay here at Hollymayan with Master Parello and assist him with the monastery's library. Well, I'm glad you are safe, and I hope you are able to get accustomed to staying here rather than in Vivek. This is very much in a different place, of course, but on the other hand, you pretty much stayed in the library anyways, so in that sense. Is there anything that I should be talking with you exactly? Not necessarily, I guess. Maybe I need to talk to him. So, hello, Kilvas Barello. How can I help you? Well, you are the... What was the word? Well, the main guy from Dissident Priests. A significant part of the temple hierarchy might be more inclined to accept and tolerate differences of opinions in dogma, but other parts of the temple, in particular the ordinators under Perel Sala, claim that the threat from Red Mountain and Dagot-Ur can only be resisted with a unified, resolute faith. The people are afraid, so they support the hard line. But if we can show ourselves able to confront Dagot-Ur more effectively than the ordinators, the temple and the people will support us. So, what can you say about Dagot-Ur? So long as the ordinators, piodomicators and tribunal could contain the plight and Dagot-Ur's creatures within the coast fence, faith in the temple's protective power was strong. But now travelers and settlements suffer from plight storms, and marauding monsters and the people fear the temple is losing its ages-old battle with the devil, Dagot-Ur. So it kind of seems... So I am... Well, at the same time, what can you say about the 6th house that I've heard about? Some crazy people talking about. This is a new threat, and not yet widely recognized as another face of the devil, Dagot-Ur. But it is clearly a sign of a coming crisis, and the temple may no longer be able to protect Morrowind. In such troubled times, the dumber may turn to the ancient pillars of faith, the ancestors and the Tetra, and especially to the prophetic visions granted by Lord Asura. Then they may look to the Nerevarine, Saint Nerevar reborn, to lead them against the grim armies of Dagador. Well, as you mentioned the Nerevarine, what can you tell me about Nerevarine? Our interest into Nerevarine used to be a matter of principle, a willingness to consider the validity of the mystical insight rejected by the temple doctrine. Now, Dagador grows stronger, while the tribunal grows weaker, and the return of the Saint Nerevar, even if only reborn in spirit, may be our best prospect of salvation. So, Nerevar. Who was the Nerevar? By the way, here are a few books from our library you might find interesting. It gives a very different impression of Nerevar. So your journal has been updated, the real Nerevar has been added to your inventory, and Nerevar Moon and Star has been added to your inventory. We at least heard about the Moon and Star a little bit in the prophecies by the tribe all the way to the north of Morrowind as well. Saint Nerevar has been added to your inventory as well. And you have been a secret order now. We have adopted the name Dissident Priest. Yes. We are not ashamed of our disputes with the temple hierarchy. Yes, I have understood that. So, last but not least, what can you tell me about the lost prophecies about Nerevar and the coming of the Nerevarine? I have reviewed the Apocrypha and have found two passages of patriarchal interest. We've made copies of these passages to give you. Many are familiar with the two Nerevarine prophecies current among the Ashlanders called The Stranger and The Seven Visions. We have two other prophecies, The Lost Prophecy and The Seven Curses, that may offer additional insights into the rituals surrounding the coming of the Incarnate. Perhaps see us as the lost prophecies that your friend Nibbani Mesa told you about. Mayhap. We have also prepared documents for you called Cochrane's Tools. This document will explain to you and to others the terrible secret that the temple conceals about the true history of the tribunal and the corrupt nature of their divine powers. It is to conceal this secret that the temple persecutes the Nerevarine and the dissident priest. This persecution must stop. We must be united against the true enemy, Dagador. And if you are the Nerevarine, you must lead us against him. Right. The Lost Prophecy, the Seven Curses, and then the Cochrane's Tools. Of some sort. So, he reviewed the Apocrypha. The Hieroglypha are the collected priestly writings of the temple. The Apocrypha are the hidden writings, secrets known only at the highest level of priesthood and inquisition. Define the temple, we have gathered as much of the Apocrypha as we can here in Holomeyan. One of the chief disputes between the temple and the dissident priests is that the temple hides the truth from its followers. Yes, it clearly does. So what is the lost prophecy? Well, let's see the full thing first. From 7th sign of 11th generation, neither Hound, nor Gar, nor Seed, nor Harrow, but dragon-born and 4-star marked, Outlander incarnate beneath a red mountain, blessed quest, counters 7 curses, star blessed, hand wields thrice cursed blade, doth reap the harvest of the unmourned house. Yes, house. I've annotated your copy of the last prophecy with our best effort and interpretations, but a rough summary might be: an outlander, foreign-born but welcome as a guest, confronts 7 curses beneath the red mountain. His hand, blessed by Asura, uses a cursed blade to bring justice to House Dagot, or House Tumor, or both. The Nerevarine, an outlander, That wouldn't please many Ashlanders, and may explain how the prophecy got lost. Interesting. And the 7 curses, on the other hand... okay, the 7 curses read as follows. Through the doors of the unmourned house, where scoffers scoff and the schemers scheme, from the halls of the oath-breaking house, ring 7 curses of God's blasphemed. First curse, curse of fire. Second curse, curse of ash. Third curse, curse of flesh. Fourth curse, curse of ghost. Fifth curse, curse of seed. Sixth curse, curse of despair. Seventh curse, curse of dreams. Your copy of the 7 curses spells out guesses and interpretation verses. In short form, 7 curses comes from the house Ducat, or house Trumor, or both. Fire and ash comes from the Red Mountain. Flesh is corpus. Ghosts, seed, and despair are unclear, but curse of dreams seems to refer to recent cases of soul sickness and sleeper attacks in the towns. We have seen some of those. Some of those ourselves. I guess that was it. Yes. That your friendly bunny monster told you about. Yes. So that's basically all. Very interesting, of course. We should be having a look at least to all of these books, if there's something otherwise that we should read. And probably read the curses or the books about Nerevarine for sure before we are gonna be leaving anywhere from here. At least. So let's go and have a look into that. Well, here's at least the Kakrak tools, whatever that exactly is gonna be. We'll see. Summarized from the Apocrypha by Kilvas Barello about Abbot of Holomean and various of the dissident priests. Beneath Red Mountain, former miners discovered a great magical stone. By diverse methods, Lord Kakranak, high priest and mage crafter of the ancient Trumor, determined that this magical stone was the heart of the god Lorcan, cast here in the Dawn Era as a punishment for his mischief in the creating the mortal world. Determined to use its divine power to create a new god for the exclusive benefit of the Trumor, Kakranak forged 3 great enchanted artifacts which are called Kakranak's tools. Freightguard is an enchanted gauntlet to protect its wearer from destruction when tapping the heart's power. Saunter is an enchanted hammer to strike the heart and produce the exact volume and quality of power desired. Keening is an enchanted blade that is used to flay and focus the power that rises from the heart. When Kakarnak used these tools on the heart in the Battle of Red Mountain, no one knows what happened, but the Trumor race disappeared entirely from the mortal world. Lord Neravar and Lord Ducat retrieved these tools and didn't know what to do with them. Neravar asked Ducat to guard the tools while he went to consult with his counselors, Vivek, Amalexia, and Sotasil. He left and spoke with his 3 counselors, and they decided to return together to the Red Mountain to decide what to do. But while Neravar was gone, Ducat was tempted and confused by the power of the tools. When Neravar and the counselors arrived, he refused to give up the tools, claiming he had sworn to Neravar to protect them. Then Ducat fought with Neravar and the counselors and was mortally wounded and driven off, and the tools were recovered. Then Neravar and his counselors decided to take the tools for safekeeping. They all swore a great oath never to use the tools, but after Neravar's death, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotasil yielded to temptation. They took these tools themselves and went to Lorcan's heart, buried beneath a Red Mountain, and gave themselves divine powers. Never to use these tools. Yeah, it's the There his cousin to take the tools for safekeeping. They all swore the great oath never to use the tools, but after Nerevar's death, Vivek, Almalexia, and Soltasil yielded to temptation. They took the tools themselves and went to Lorcan's heart buried beneath Red Mountain and gave themselves divine powers. Which is like Vivek is the guy that they especially worship, and we go into the shrines of them and all that, and they use the tools that they shouldn't have used. I heard they promised not to use. But Dagot had not died. We don't know what happened, but this is what we believe. His experiments with Gakrak's tools had joined him to the heart's divine nature in some way, so that he learned to draw power directly from the heart. We conjecture that Dagodur, driven by anger and greed, used the heart without caution and restraint, and as a result, he has become terribly powerful and terribly mad. But the tribunal showed great care and restraint in their use of the tools, and so they were not driven mad. And they did many good things. Nonetheless, the tribunal, too, appeared to Heath being corrupted by the heart's power, though more subtly. Gakranak's tools are cursed. Stealing power from the heart of a god is a terrible folly and fated to disaster. The tribunal is losing its battle to control the power of the heart. They are sustained by the saint-hated power that drives Dagodur mad. They grow weak and cannot protect us from Dagodur. But even if they could, would we be wise to worship gods as these? They conceal the truth from us out of shame. They persecute the Nerevarine and the dissident priests out of shame, when they should be welcoming them and enlisting their aid against the Dagodur. The tribunal have done much good for Morrowind and the Dumber, but they succumbed to the temptation of the Cochrana's tools, and taught these tools once, and though these tools once may have seemed the instruments of salvation, now they must be seen as instruments of doom. Doom, I tell ya, doom. Well, all the doom. Then we can look into other stuff, but that's interesting. I didn't certainly remember that even at all. As such, it's no wonder it's been such a long time anyway since I played. So there is the very clear connection between Vivek and Dagodur and everyone, basically. Let's see. Which other things did we need to go and read? Directions. Message from Dagodur. Did I read this at some point? Not sure. I didn't think that I got this now, but I don't remember when I would have gotten this. Lord Nerevar Indoril, High Resdana, my lord, friend, and companion. Once we were friends and brothers, Lord Nerevar, in peace and in war. No houseman ever served you better or more faithfully. Much that I did was at your command at great cost to myself and my honor. Yet beneath Red Mountain you struck me down as I guarded the treasure you bound me by oath to defend. It was a cruel blow, a bitter betrayal to be felt by your hand. But yeah, it gives a little bit of a different... This is basically what we got by him before, when we met the guy who was sort of Dagodur's servant, I think. That's when we got this message. And it's a little bit of a different sort of angle now that we know about it. About exactly the story. Well, some people definitely know the story already, but I definitely didn't remember it at all or well enough. But remembering our old friendship, I would forgive you and raise you high in my service. The sixth house was not dead, but only sleeping. Now we wake from our long dream, coming forth to free Morrowind of foreign rulers and divine pretenders. When the land is swept clean of false friends and greedy thieves, the children of Felot will build anew a garden of blending in this blighted wasteland. Come to Red Mountain, old friend. For the fellowship and honor that once we shared, I would grant you counsel and power, if only you would pledge that friendship anew. The path to Red Mountain is long and filled with danger, but if you are worthy, you will find the wisdom, a firm friend, and all the power you need to set the world aright. As ever, your respectful servant and loyal friend, Lord Verin Dakadur. Yes, totally. But yeah, I've never really gone and visited in the Red Mountain yet. The only time that I visited there was indeed flying with the same temple levitation spell pretty close by, and then I kind of went into the middle of there one time to visit, but I don't think that I even really entered inside any of the like entrances that were there, or if I did, very shortly. So yeah, there's a lot that's going to be explored there then in the future. I'm not actually sure how big of an area or how much there is to do in the Red Mountain, but I could assume that there's going to be quite a bit of things that you still need to be doing there after all. Where, well, here is the Nerevar Moon and Super. Exactly. This is the selection from a series of monographs by various imperial scholars and on Ashland legends. In ancient days, the deep elves and a great house of outlanders from the west came to steal the land of the Dummer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader even of the house people, but he honored the ancient spirits and tribal law, and became as one of us. So, when Nerevar pledged upon his great ring of the ancestors, one clan under moon and star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the house people to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dummer, tribesmen and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Tumor were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlander driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and, setting themselves up as gods, neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribe. It's not even a difficult word, but I just, for some reason, had so much difficulty actually saying it properly. Neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises to the tribes, to honor the spirits and drive the outsiders from the land. From the lands. So many things to read. So, then Saint Nerevar. From a short temple pamphlet for Western readers. Ages ago, Nerevar was the greatest Dummer general, first counselor and companion of Vivek, Almalexia, and Sortasil, who, with the power of the great ring of the ancestors, one clan under moon and star, united Dummer houses to confront the evil Tumor, the treacherous House Dakot, and their western allies at Red Mountain. By providence, the faithless Tumor were utterly destroyed, and their allies defeated. But Nerevar, mortally wounded in combat with the traitor Dakadur, was driven from Red Mountain. Nerevar died not long after of his wounds. But he lived to see the birth of the temple, and to bless the unity of the Dummer in the safekeeping of Amsivi, the temple, and all its communion of saints. Here is a little bit of a different story, like he would have blessed them, when in the other one it said that he was even killed, didn't it? Not this one. Yeah. Great houses slew Nerevar in secret and setting themselves up as god, neglected Nerevar promises to the tribes. This is probably more true than that he saw the seeds, sort of, for the temple and all that. Most likely. The Lost Prophecy. From 7th sign of 11th generation. Neither hound, nor guar, nor seed, nor harrow, but dragonborn and far star marked, outlander incarnate beneath Red Mountain, blessed guest, counted 7 curses, star plus, hand wheels thrice cursed plate, to reap the harvest of the unmourned house. Notes, lines 1 to 3, of ancient family, but not of the 4 great Ashlander clans, born unto 4 stars and the sign of the dragon, the imperial sign. Line 4 to 5, Outlander incarnate appears as a formal epithet, stressing the linkage between the words. The Outlander incarnate is a blessed guest, one not born of the tribes but accepted as a guest, with rights of heart and hospitality. Under Red Mountain he will confront and balance against 7 curses. See the 7 curses prophecy. Also, Dagadur is served by his 7 kin, once great wizard lords, called Ash Vampires by the Ashlanders. And we met some vampires also already. And yes, history is always murky, as you say, Satentenho, for certainty. Line 6 to 7, Star plus success, Asura, the Tetra Lord and patron of magic's fate and prophecy. Triskir's blade may refer to a weapon called Keening, associated in certain legends with the Battle of Red Mountain and Tremor Craft Lord Kragnak. Reap the harvest is a reference to the proverb, you harvest from the seeds you plant, which means you get what your labor deserves in both a positive sense of reward and negative sense of punishment. The unmourned house could be either or both of the lost great houses of the Dummer, House Dreamer and House Dakot. Yes. The real Neramar. Sure, let's read the real Neramar. Not that long either, to be honest. Tistelvani Retainer's informal history of Neramar lists no sources. No sources though, which is kind of interesting. When the Dummer followed Felot to Morrowind, they were many warring clans, with no law or leader in common. One Dummer warlord, Neramar, had the ambition to rule all the Dummer. In that time, House Tremor were great enchanters, so Neramar went in secret to a Tremor smith and asked for an enchanted ring that would help him. The ring gave its wearer great powers of persuasion. For safety, it was enchanted to instantly kill anyone who wore it except Neramar. The ring was called Moon and Star, and it helped Neramar unite the warriors clans into the first council. I wonder if we are gonna be able to get that ring. It would be kind of fitting if we are supposedly Neramar reborn. Later, however, disputes over religion divided the council, with House Tremor and House Dakot on one side and all the other houses on the other. Tremor and Dakot invited Orc and Nord clans as allies, and helped Northwest Morrowind, while Neramar mustered the other houses and nomad tribes and marched to meet the Tremor Dakot Westerner forces. The armies met at Red Mountain, a Tremor stronghold. The Tremor were defeated, with great slaughter, and terrible sorceries were used, resulting in the utter extermination of House Tremor, House Dakot, and their allies. Neramar was killed in the battle and his ring lost, but Neramar's alliance survives in the Morrowind's ruling political institution, the Grand Council. Right. The 7 curses, 7 visions, the strangers, Sinubice's notes. The 7 curses, at least, was one of those that we got from here. From the Apocrypha of the Dissident Priest, annotated by Kilvas Barello, Abbot of Holomeyan. through the doors of the unadorned house, where scoffers scoff and schemers scheme, from the halls of the oath-breaking house, rings 7 curses of gods blasphemed. Well, as such, we already have at least the curse of the flesh, so that's all good. And to be honest, we kind of dream quite a bit too, don't we? First curse, curse of fire. Second curse, curse of ash. Third curse, curse of flesh. Fourth curse, curse of coasts. Fifth curse, curse of seed. Sixth curse, curse of despair. Seventh curse, curse of dreams. Notes, lines 1 to 3. Ambiguous. May refer to the impiety of the god-mocking house Tumor, or the treacherous diplomacy of the subtle house Duggart, or both. House Duggart, however, was reviled as oath-breaking for its treachery at Red Mountain. It may, however, refer to unspecific broken oaths of peace between Lord Nervar and Lord Tumak, founders of the Grand Council. Nervar and Tumak were loyal friends until the disagreements between the Tumor and the other great houses broke out in open conflict. Unmourned house. Yeah. Probably something like that. What that says. Line 4. The Tumor were the mockers and profaners of the divine. Lines 5 to 6. The curses of fire and ash would come from Red Mountain where Dagadur rules. These were the earliest reported threats from Red Mountain. Line 7. Curse of flesh success blight diseases, especially corpus. The fire and ash stones preceded the threats of blight and corpus. Line 8 and 10. Obscure. May refer to as yet unrecognized threats from Dagadur. 8 to 10 lines. I guess the coast and the seed. I do not know about them either, to be honest. Or one of the others. But line 11. Recent reports of soul sickness and disturbed dreams come from townfolk and Aslanders alike. That the 7th and final curse has begun success, the threats presented is about to reach a crisis. But yes, there has been a lot of dreams. The ones that talk about the 6th house and all that also brought up a dream and all that, after all. So yay, dreams. Plenty of dreams, bad dreams. I doubt I have a lot that I can really talk with you anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess that's fine. Did you have something to say about the Secret Order? We have adopted. Okay, you already consider yourself 100% part of the actual Secret Order, quite clearly. Any interesting books then? Berencia. The Arcturian Heresy. Kind of a long book. The Book of Dawn, histories. All sort of histories. The Affairs of Wizards. There's too many of these ceremonies, specifically. And the ceremonies, in all honesty, I kind of do have to say that I consider the most boring. But that sounds like, yes, I could read this quickly, considering I did learn from both of these. And we always learn from all of these different ceremony books anyway, so it's easy to recognize which ones you have read if you read them immediately, because it's the fact that then, okay, 32 gave me a skill point, I read it, now it's not going to be giving it anymore, then I have read it already, and all that, so fine. The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 32, the Scriptures of the Maze First. The pleasure of annihilation is the pleasure of disappearing into the unreal. All those that would challenge the sleeping world will seek membership in this movement. I denounce the alienation of the Clowen duality with a hammer. Second, Take from me the lessons as a punishment for being mortal. To be made of dirt is to be treated as such by your jailers. This is the key and the lock of the Daedra. Why do you think they escaped the compromise? Third, well, T, your skin has become the pregnant darkness. My brooding has brought this on. Remember that Boetiad asked you to become the color of Bruce. How else to show yourself people of the Exodus into the vital pain? Very interesting description. Fourth, the sage who is not an unwill, a conventional sentence and nothing more, by which I mean death. The fourth, walking way. Fifth, a proper comprehension of the virtues, stage manners and to be murdered. Sixth, in the end rejoice as a hostage released from drumming torment, but that savors his wound. The drum breaks and you find it to be a nest of hornets, which is to say, your sleep is over. Yeah, I agree. If there's a nest of hornets, my sleep would probably be over, to be honest. Seventh, the suspicious is spectacle and the lie is only a theoretical inspiration. The suspicious is spectacle and the lie is only a theoretical inspiration. So lie cannot be completely an inspiration because it's just a lie that is making the theoretical inspiration, because if it would be true, then it would be true inspiration, but it cannot be true inspiration when it's a lie, so it's only a theoretical inspiration. Not a true, it's just a theory of a inspiration. Going far with that. But anyways, it's very interesting wording, if I could say so. Eighth, but then why, you ask, do the Daedra wish to meddle with the Arabis? It is because they are the radical critique. Essential as all martyrs, that some are more evil than others is not an illusion, or rather, it is a necessary illusion. That some are more evil than others. Okay. The ending of the word is amcivi, of course. Of course. Then the 36 lessons of Vivek, Sermon 33. Then Vivek left the Litany Hall of the false thinking temple, where he had brooded for so long, creating the scriptures of the bounding light, and went back to the space that was not a space. From the provisional house, he looked into the middle world to find the seventh monster called a Lyrock. And this has always been too philosophical to my little brain. These are pretty philosophical, I do have to say. It's something that you have to really think if you want to be really properly reading them. So it's something that it's not that good for streaming, but I still feel that I gotta read them, especially the last one at least had some interesting thoughts in it as such. But I do kind of agree, they are very philosophical. Lyrock was born of Vivek's second aperture and was thrown out of the pomegranate banquet by a member of the sweeps, another worker and killed. The sweep did not take it for the monster that it was, and so he did not expect it to fly, from which his hand into the heavens. I am born of golden wisdom and powers that should have forever been unalike. With this nature I am invited into the hidden heaven, by which he meant the scaled blanket, made of not stars, whose number is 13. Lyrock became full of foolishness, haggling with the void ghost who hides in the religions of all men. The void ghost said, "Stay with me a full 100 years and I will give you a power that no divinity will dare disobey." But before the 100 years was up, Vivek was already looking for Lyrock and found him. "Stupid stone," Vivek said. "To hide in the scaled blanket is to make a mark on nothing. His bargains are only for ruling kings." So Vivek sent the Hortator to the heavens to shave Lyrock asunder by the named axe. Never made a peace with the South Pole Star of the Tiefin and the North Pole Star of the warriors, and the third pole star which existed only in the ether, which was governed by the apprentice of Magnus the sun. They gave him leave to wander among the charges and gave him red sight by which to find Lyrock in the hidden heaven. By chance, Nerevar met the Void Ghost first, who told him that he was in the wrong place, to which the Hortator said, "Me or you?" This is, like you said, philosophical. Me or you? Which came first, egg or the chicken? Was I here first or was you here first? Whoever knows. That is the question. And the Void Ghost said both. So both were there first. Both were in the wrong place. Yeah. Who told him that he was in the wrong place, and me or you, and both were in the wrong place. In the wrong time too, I guess. This sermon does not tell what else was said between these masters. Lyrock, however, used the confusion to launch his own attack on the city god Vivek. He was hastened by all three of the Black Guardians, who wanted him swiftly gone, though they meant no hostility to the Lord of the Middle Air. The citizenry of Vivek screamed as they saw a shooting star come down of the sky hole, like a tall road of hell. But Vivek merely raised his hand and froze Lyrock just above the city, and then he pierced the monster with Muatra. I kind of wonder if the Lyrock is the rock floating on Vivek, above the Vivek temple. Is that what this is talking about? It kind of feels like it. Vivek is the city god, like Vivek is the city name even, and raised his hands and froze Lyrock just above the city and pierced the monster, and then he pierced the monster with Muatra. I think so. The practice of piercing the second aperture is now forbidden. When Nerevar returned, he saw the frozen comet above his lord's city. He asked whether or not Vivek wanted it removed. Yeah, I think it's the same rock as well, so then So, in all sense, this is also kind of an interesting story, because it kind of tells how that Lyrock supposedly came to be there like that. I would have done so myself if I wanted, silly Hortator. I shall keep it there with its last intention intact, so that if the love of the people of the city for me ever disappear, shows all the power that holds back their destruction. Oh, and then the Lyrock is gonna be mashing into Vivek city and be destroyed. Nerevar said, love is under your will only. Vivek smiled and told the Hortator that he had become a minister of truth. The ending of the words is Amsivi. He had become a minister of truth. There is the ministry of truth even in there, in the Vivek, so it's kind of funny. Kind of funny, I'd say. That's kind of interestingly said, though, that looking for Lyrock and found him, like it would be a person. So it's kind of confusingly said, but interesting, however. Those were at least pretty interesting sermons in that sense. Some interesting ones in testing, and that was an interesting enough story about that full Lyrock anyways. Arcana restored, not Arena. Chronicles schnoofed thingy. Ceramon 29. I was thinking this is probably again different. No, this is is this really that interesting of a book? The 36 lessons of Vivek Ceramon 29 and the scriptures with the numbers. Okay, these are numbers. 1. The Dragon Break or the Tower 1. 2. The Enantimorp 68. Makes sense. 3. The Invisible Gate Amsivi 112. Totally. So Amsivi is number 112. The Corners of House of Troubles 242. There's a lot of corners in the House of Troubles, I gotta say. The Corners of the World is exactly 100 apparently. The Walking Ways 266. The sword at the center, 39. The wheel, or the 8 givers, 484. If you would wanna be making yourself a nickname, hey, Patakurko, iltoja, to you as well, and welcome to the stream of Morrowind. So yes, ilta, and good evening. Okay, let's see. Yes. If you would want to be using a number in your name, like Sateentehnot 266 or some such, it would be kind of interesting if you would be taking a number from here, wanting to be, for example, the serpent. So then it would be the number 36, or the heavens, 379. Then there would be actually some meaning for the number. Yes. The sword at the center, 39. Well, sort of a story time. I don't know how much of a story time it is that there's all these numbers, but hey, it's kind of interesting in a sense, sort of. I'm gonna be reading them through anyways. And I've read a lot of books. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be reading more, but maybe. We're in the secret location of the Holomeian, so we have gone forward in the story quite a bit, read a lot of stuff about Neravar and Kayakrag's tools and all of that stuff, and now I'm just looking through this well, library bookshelves if there's something more I want to be reading. And I kind of feel that I still at least gotta be reading through all of these lessons that I look into, cause, well, they all teach some skills even, then it's very easy to know exactly that you have read certain ones. There's something interesting here nonetheless. The sword at the center is a number 39, the wheel or the 8 givers is 484, the missing is 11. Why is the missing 11? Who knows? The tribes of the Altmere is 140 apparently, the number of the master 102, the heavens 379, the serpent 36, King's Goff 32. The redeeming force 110, the acceptable blasphemies 12, the hurling disc 283, the egg or 6 times the wise. It doesn't exactly have a number, the egg or 6 times the wise, okay. The provisional house 258, the lunar lattice 425, the womb 13. Unknown 453, okay. The hollow prophet 54, star wound 44, the emperor 239, a rogue plane 81, a secret fire 120, a drowned lamp 8, the captive sage 217, the scarab 10, the listening frame 473, the false call 7, anticipations 234, the lawless grammar 2, the prison's shirt. The prison shirt, what does that even mean? Is there actual prisoner shirts that are given in here in Morrowind? That you can't be wearing your own clothes but you are getting the prisoner shirt? Maybe there is. Oh, 191. The hours, 364. The presence of the deaf witness, this is what the numbers are. They hang on to the hour bits as the last nostalgia of their godhood. The effigies of the numbers are their current applications. This is folly as above. To be affixed to a symbol is to certain. The ending of the word is severe. Of course it is. Blasphemous revenants. I don't think we've read that. I'm not sure. God damn it, too many of these books here. Too many. Ouch. I hit my own classes accidentally when I'm exclaiming to myself, too many books of Amsevi Vivek ceremonies that I gotta be reading because I kind of feel that I gotta read them when I'm picking them up. 31. Many more years passed in Resdania, and the high priest of the tumor were almost ready to make war on the rulers of Felot. The Hortador had become the husband of Iam during this time and the first saint of the Trine Way. Vivek had tired of fighting his sons and daughters, and so took a respite from trying to find them. The Hortador said to his wife, "Where is Vivek, my teacher? I love him still, though he grows cold. His lamentations, if I may call them that, have changed the skin of the whole country. He is hardly to be found anywhere in Felota Plate. The people grow dark because of it." And Am took the mercy of her troubled husband and told him that the sword of the Triune had been fighting mighty monsters stirred up by the tumor as they work on their brass siege machines. She took the Hortador inside her and showed him where his master was. What is exactly Hortador? Hortador said to his wife, so I guess that's a sexual contact then? Because that seems very strange otherwise. She took the Hortador inside her, and Hortador is asking this about their five, so interesting, inside her and showed him where his master was. Okay. Amsivi, or at least that aspect that chose to be Vivek, sat in the Litany Hall of the False Thinking Temple after his battle with the flute and pipe ogress of the West. Gosh. He began writing again in his Book of Hours. He had to put on his water face first. That way he could separate the bronze of the old temple from the blue of the new and write with happiness. Second, he had to take another feather from the big moon, future rendering it dead. That way he could write about mortals with truth. Third, he recalled the pomegranate penguin, where he was forced to marry to Molakbal with wet scriptures to cement his likeness as Mephala and write with black hands. He wrote, "Yep, you did say that these are too philosophical." He wrote, "The last time I heard his voice showing the slightest sign of impatience, I learned to control myself and submit to the will of others. Afterwards, I dared to take on the sacred fire and realized there was no equilibrium with the Etada." And I'm sure that's not good enough, I will say it. I know it's not good enough said, but it's difficult to say properly, at least right now. They were liars, lost roots, and the most I can do is to be the interpreter into the rational. Even that fails the need of the people. I sit on the mercy seat and pass judgment, the waking state, and the fakes aspect of the innate urge. Only here can I doubt, in this book, written in water, broadened to include evil. Then Vivek drew his ink on this passage to cover it up for the lay reader and wrote instead, "Find me in the blackened paper, unarmored, in final scenery. Truth is like my husband." Okay. Instructed to smash, filled with procedure and noise, hammering, fatty heaviness, made schematic lessons learned only by a maze. So truth is unforgiving, sort of, kind of, because it's just, you can't deny it, sort of, mayhap. Fatty, heavy, maze, schematics, lessons learned only by a maze. But, well, apparently their husband is also like that, which is kind of interesting. Let those that hear me then be buffeted, and let some die in the ash from the striking. Let those that find him murdered by elimination, pummeled like a traitorous house. Because if an hour is golden, then immortal I am a secret code. I am the partaker of the doomed drama, chosen of all those that dwell in the middle world, to wear this crown which reverberates. Reverberates? That's not good enough, I will say it. With truth, and I am the mangling messiah. The ending of the verse is Amsivi. Certain words I just have trouble saying properly, no matter how much I know exactly how it should be said, but I just can't. The Consolations of Prayer, I guess I haven't probably read, but I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I have. It all gets so confusing sometimes. But especially some of them are way too philosophical for certainty. I'm not sure if I want to be reading those. Chunuk, Fire and Fate. Well, this is only 2 pages, so I guess I can read it. So, Shunak's Fire and Fate. This book is translated account of Nushak's travels among the various colonies of the tumor, explaining the theories of the Cochranock. It's kind of fitting. We just read about the Cochranock earlier. I made inquire as to the state of enlightenment among the people he spoke for. He answered that with respect to the theories of Cochranock, there was but one scholar near who could guide the people through the maze that leads to a true misunderstanding. He informed me, however, that in Karakah, the precepts of Cochranock were taught. He said that nothing pleased him more than to see the tumor of Krahekah, the most learned people in the world, studying Cochranock's worth and giving consideration to their place in the life to come, and where neither planar division nor the numeration of amnesia nor any other thing of utility was more valued than the understanding of the self and its relationship to the heart. I was gracious enough to receive this as a high compliment, and removing my helm, I thanked him and departed with an infinity of bows. Right. That didn't tell much, to be honest. Have we seen a lot of these books around? Blasphemous Revenants? If we haven't, I guess I could read this one last book before we go out. I guess maybe I could. So plus a Villaha. I can't read anymore. Ever. Maybe I shouldn't when I can't read. I just can't. I've read too much. Hey, let's just
Welcome,
leave.
friend. Are you the one I've heard talk about?
I would think that you would know me more than just about some other people talking about me. Surely. Did you have anything for sale? Yes. Services and hospitality. You're welcome to rest in our beds, speak with the others here, and you may find that they can be of services in various ways. In what various ways? I guess I can have a look. What are these various ways that they could be of a service? This girl can't be of any service. She doesn't seem to be of any service. No?
My time is precious, so make it quick.
You don't seem to be of any service.
I could kill that girl.
Everyone could always kill Quares. You at least can train. But that's not really important. I don't think I've read that yet. Yet. Did you read the book about how Vivek bites off Moloch Bob's penis and crafts it into a spear and then kills the 1,000 of demon babies with it? I don't think I read that one yet. At any point. If I did, I didn't realize what it was saying. For sure. But I read at least the one ceremony where it's talking about the stone coming into Vivek, the thing that is floating on top of it at the very least. Some of the lore in this game is nuts. Yeah, it surely is for a certainty. 100%. That is for sure. Yeah. I don't really require services, I'd say. And then some that I just didn't follow quite that well, to be honest, either. One that there was a little bit of a talk about Truth being like a husband. That is a very beating Truth. Doesn't... Not a gentle Truth for sure. Truth isn't very gentle after all, in all honesty. It's Truth after all. Oh dear. Well, I'm sure I'll be finding that. Well, I don't know what book is that. Is it the Ceremon or which one is it? Good question. Well, what do we want to do now? It's a very good question. Well, story-wise, truth is like a husband only tells lies. That's not what it said. That's not what the book said. Ah, now I can't. Stupid entrance. It said that it was a little bit of a. Her husband seemed to be pretty feeding kind of a fellow, though. Like, pretty harsh. Beyond, really. That's your version. Yes. I don't think that there is quite then truth, but. Well, it's your version. But, what is the true version? Truth is like this and this. What is everyone's version? But anyways, both Oviat and Strelokoto, welcome to stream as well. Truth is like 5, only 10 slice. Yes, there's many ways to go about it and say, however, whatever you feel is the correct way of the truth, more or less. Well, it went into a different direction that I thought that it would have gone, but hey, I didn't say those things. Well, so one option is that I just use my recall, and I think that I still had it in Kinesis, then I just would need to be making it to the Ursulaku camp. Your graphics mods are freaking great. Yeah, it is. It is certainly pretty great, I'd say. The water is lovely looking for a certainty. I don't have the grass enabled just because of the fact that it still could be making things work a bit poorly, but otherwise it looks great. If you use Open Morrowind, you can get some great looking stuff. This was the... What was the name? I suddenly completely forgot the name. Kind of funnily, the crab kind of was just above the water and then it just shrunk into the water like that. But yeah, I certainly do like the look of this game, specifically with this mod. Hey, there's some sort of an entrance here. I guess we could go and explore that while we're here. There's also glowing fires and probably eyes over there, but... he just one blah and he's gone forever. There is a problem, however, that I don't have a torch anymore, do I? So that's a problem. That's a slight bit of a problem. Well, I'm gonna at least go and investigate here a little bit. Depends though if I shall then go do mods into here. Well, very small level log isn't going to be an issue. Anyone could deal with a small level log. At least at some point. Even you should be able to do it, Velesreti. Come on. See, not that difficult as you were making it out to be. What's up with your speed? Are you diseased? No, I'm as quick as I have been. My athletic skill isn't as great as maybe you are used to having. It's only 35. It's rather low. At least it's not 20 anymore. I can be a lot quicker if I just put on my boots of blinding speed, though. That could make me quick. Actually, now that I was thinking about it, why not do Soul Trap? Oh yeah, I've gotten some disease somewhere at some point. Yeah, I don't remember whether it's come and gotten lowered. It's lowered from somewhere. I was trying to restore it. I restored a little bit. I restored all the other stuff, but I don't know where it's from. There was different sort of stat decreases that I got at some point or another, so can't say anymore where exactly that would have been from. You failed casting the spell. But no more. Yay, you have trapped the soul of a little scamp. Elite height. Gold. That I don't really see, but it's there anyways. Don't see any other enemies for now. Other than now. And that is a little bit of a bigger problem nonetheless. The iced archer notch. Yep. God damn it, I'm gonna die. And there's nothing that I can do immediately to just restore my health enough to survive. Yeah. I'm dead. I was thinking that I should really be preparing to go and get that done, but didn't, did I? Oh well. We were able to do it anyways, but just not as well as I might have liked. I still like the idea of doing that, but I don't know actually if the shield protects from any of those type of things. I could go and cast it as well though. In the meantime, surely. At least. Not that it's gonna be that helpful, but still. And then I don't feel the need to go and now we succeeded straight away with that though. The scamp soul and the Frost Atronach soul I would like to get. Okay. Well. God damn it, he's in the darkness somewhere over there. Can't even see into there. I can see nothing here. Like at all. Well, I don't have any sort of a potion or anything. Like I can put the night vision potion for just a moment, but I don't have a lot of them. And I unfortunately suck with illusion. And my torch has run out. So that's the bad thing. I would have a quality frost shield. That would help of course with the... Otherwise with that guy. Maybe he's not here anymore even. Who knows? 10 points for 30 seconds. Sure. There he is. Well. Yep. It's the problem when I don't see him at all and then try to go and at least see him and yeah. I shouldn't even try to be going and doing that, to be honest. To try to get his soul in that situation, I'd say. It's not the best idea. But I still feel that I would wanna. Even if it's not the smartest choice. Is, let's see. Let's use the freaking potion again, because otherwise we can't see anything at all. Well, you're even worse sort of a case, and then there's the freaking other guy. Yep, this like when there's one frost and I just don't get that early enough. I kind of wouldn't want to be going and just returning here later though. Specifically when we can almost get them down, it's just annoying. Kinda annoying. Would need to be able to at least get one at a time, not two at a time. And of course they're both here. So, yeah, this isn't going to work. I guess I gotta retreat if this is how it's gonna be. And just maybe come here some other time or some sus, who knows. I would pretty much even have to just kill them. There's not really a lot of options in that. Or I should be using the frost shield. That's actually also a great idea that I actually would use the frost shield. Quality frost shield. Maybe that would help too. Okay, I'm sort of alive. But will I survive? Phew. Barely. Extremely barely. That was so close of dying still. So close. Ah, survived. Very, very, very barely. Didn't get the souls of these guys, but that's fine. We are alive still. Extremely barely alive. The frost shield pretty much did save us there. Okay, frost utterance, please go away so I can get the coins on the table. Well, or this thing. It's not exactly a table. Okay, well... Then I would like to get some light. Maybe I can try to cast a light spell for myself. I guess I might have succeeded, but it's so little anyways that I'm able to do this, so it's not really very useful, is it? I'm not sure how big of a place this is even anyways. There's not really anything very interesting over there anyways. There's a lot more in here though. As such. If only I could see something. Disarm trap failed, failed and failed, and my light is running out. Trap disarmed though, finally. If I only got to deal with one at a time, it should be okay. Ish. Something is definitely killing us. Don't see a damn thing here. Okay, let's just run outside a little bit, I'd say. Yeah, play Matronach as well. Okay. I think I got them all. Maybe. At least momentarily. I just looked from the map where am I supposed to be running exactly. It's so annoying that I ran out of the torch and I didn't remember to buy any more either. So, and I don't want to waste my last potions when I know that there's light here. And I don't want to be just leaving when I knew that I got these guys. Well, hey, that's pretty nice value. Lives of the Saints, eh? But this is a very much a dangerous location as such, so I possibly shouldn't be here. Yep, I really shouldn't be here anymore, and I just saved, so that's gonna be possibly a problem again. I should probably really just leave and maybe explore this again later on then. Let's at least close that door for just a moment. So that I can save in this direction or onto this side. There's a lot of those bigger, worse enemies over there. I didn't think that this would have as many bad enemies, but it clearly does. Clearly does. Quite. Well, I guess I could at least use that. Not that it's gonna really affect things a lot, but maybe helps a little bit. Shrine of Velot, sure. Uncivilized Restoration, sure. Hey, it also helped us with the speed issues, so that's nice. What did the Velos Indwelling give? I have no recollection. Maybe, yeah, it's the Fortify Magic, so it's nice enough. And just gonna go here for just a moment. The thing is that when I've come into here, I feel that I wanna be able to explore this to the end without going and just leaving. But they just freaking A. I really would want him to come to me a little bit better, nonetheless, but they do seem to be just there, standing around the place. Why do I have to be feeling that I don't want to be just leaving now when I'm right here? Grasping Fortune. Not sure if I've read this. Probably not. I don't remember that book. One option is, of course, that I would go and sleep at least before I try to do something more in here. There's way too many of those guys there. Way too many. Way too many. There's no way that I can defeat them right now. Okay, I'm here. Basically outside. I wonder if they're still chasing me or not. At least the battle music is still on. So it may be that they're trying to chase me. At least I can certainly not rest here, which is, I guess, fine. Hey, there's a key here. Interesting. Right next to this place. Okay, well, that was a experiment. Kind of a failure of an experiment, but an experiment. I wish that I at least had a torch. No, not that it would actually help me fight against those guys, but still. Would be nice to have a torch. Nonetheless. 15 hours of sleep to heal. Well, to try to go back or not to try to go back is the question. I'm just kind of annoyed to be leaving it. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take care of it really, though. I'm not sure. I did kill a lot of them. But, well, that was surprisingly easy to get him at least. That back lamp doesn't help me almost at all though, light-wise. If only I could take his this flame Atronach's flame and go with it into there, that would help a lot. Of me actually seeing and everything. That would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. I have no idea if there's enemies here right in front of us or not. At least this door is closed, so I guess they haven't. It would be kind of nice if I could try to kill them like this. But I very much cannot. Can I even open this anymore? It doesn't seem like I can. Maybe I blocked, saved myself and blocked all of them on the other side, and maybe I can never now go in there. Who knows? Maybe I indeed have completely stopped this place from being explored. They are right all there, so I don't. Oh, I was able to just barely click into that. Now I'm in the door. That seems good. Okay, well. Well, they are very much trying to push into here so much so that you can really not open the door. You can certainly not open the door, and they are very incapable of opening it. Well, I guess that's how it's gonna be then. That's not gonna work out. Not that I could probably anyways be actually defeating them right there, so maybe it will be resident when I come here some other time, maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But I don't think that's something that we're gonna be going into now then. I guess the one good option is indeed that I shall try to be going and returning with this all the way into here. Yes, to the Ursulaku camp. Yes. I think that is what I shall do next. I think after that I anyways pretty much need to be coming into these regions, and then I shall be joining into Telvanni, probably. And start to be moving, going from there. If I can actually cast a spell sometimes. Maybe someday, some beautiful day. So I do have to recall, yes. Well, someday I shall cast a recall. Yay. I told you, someday. It took a while, yes, but someday regardless. And yes, we are right here, so not that far. Nonetheless, from that area, I should buy torches though. Before I leave, I should buy torches from someone here. Do you have torches? Probably not. You are kind of an armorer, so you probably do not have torches. But someone else should have torches. I need some possible vision in the dungeons. You are of no help. I need torches. Sell me torches, please. Torches. I didn't try to even do that. I just want your torches. Thank you very much. Restore intelligence. There could be some potions that I could also buy, because that light potion was pretty helpful as such. But at least torches for sure also required to be on the sure side. Yeah, you don't have anything useful. Not really anything useful that they had. So, Ursulaku camp. I was supposed to go there, or you were able to easily go from Margon, but as such, maybe I should just go into north from here and explore a little bit here in the wilderness while traveling there, so that we don't always use the exact same route. Should be okay enough. There's a lot of shopping around this place though. Lots of shopping around. Eesh. Fine. Not able to go straight on top there. It's interesting that you're walking here though.
Annoying creature.
Okay. That's good. What are you doing there though? My good Sir Orc. Why are you coming all the way into here too? Why are you guys walking here? Then you're walking onto each other's. Is that of any use? I don't see that being very, like, useful. Well, at least you have light for yourself, I guess. But, yeah. Well, good luck with that. I shall actually continue on my way. Mayhap. Sure. Is that like a mark of a road at least too? This is at least sort of a mark of a little bit of a road here. At least. And there's even a bridge across. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever really explored this area even above Gnesis, because this is a very small area of the map after all. Doesn't seem familiar at the very least for sure. Does not seem very familiar. Well, I see that you are my enemy. That's fine. You have killed a lot of people here too, most apparently. I don't think that you below there can really get to me very easily though. Interesting though, to have these sort of like bridges across here, so many. Interesting. Certainly don't remember this location though. I guess I should really go and do a campfire here, so to speak, so that we can rest and start continuing on our journey when it's morning. Sure, something like that. Nice. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Morning and day. So, would need to be getting you. So I don't need to be thinking that you're gonna be trying to actually come and attack me. This takes us into a little bit of a different direction for sure, of course, but that kind of looks very interesting. Oh, hello, Nick Sound. Little Nick Sound. And then there's another little Nick Sound here. But this location looks nice, specifically when you're like crossing there with these bridges and all. Lots of little crossings. That seems to be something that you would really be able to go from there, not from here. But I could, of course, levitate there if I really wanted to. Or just go on and do it from that way. I guess I should. And not waste my magic into levitation, so to speak. I thought that I would get damage from that. So this is Alt Veloci. And cool. Alt Veloci. Oh, there's someone else in trouble here quite clearly. Because that seems to be quite a bit of a trouble that she's gotten herself into, I'd say. Quite a bit of a trouble. Hello, Suletti. Hello there. I was hoping a handsome young gentleman like yourself would happen by. Might you take a moment to help a lady in distress? Well, I'm not really sure if I'm able to help a lady in distress when your distress seems to be just like running in circles. So, what kind of distress do you think you are in? Well, I dropped my ring and I can't seem to find it. I think it must have rolled down into the pool here, but I can't go in to get it because I am expected to visit shortly. You see, I'm a private dancer and I can't very well smell like a icky muck water now, can I? Would you please get it for me? The water's not very deep and I'd be very grateful and in your debt. Do I say it would be my pleasure? It's not really a very big problem, but it's kind of a bit. I'm not sure how easily I can climb back up, but a dancer, you say? A dancer, sure. Maybe a dancer wants to give a dance then, I guess, later on. Oh, thank you. When I finish dancing this evening, perhaps we can get together and discuss your reward. I was thinking that Valetsareti might like that, sort of. You do seem to be dancing a lot, though. A lot, just saying. Just a little bit. Oh. Oh, there seems to be a ring. An expensive ring. What? Okay. Oh. Is this like a... this is actually an... okay, you are actually like someone very much that tried to come and attack us for going and picking up that ring. Surely a silly thing to do. But hey, maybe you have something interesting then. I was thinking that what? What is attacking us? Okay, well... you thought that we would be an easy victim, and I don't know why you are all the way up here to try to do this sort of a trick. I don't think that there's that many even walking around in here, so I think that was a very poor choice, to be honest. Just saying. Very poor choice. Quite poor choice to be doing. But, whatever. Amulet of Shadows. Ooh, 80% for 60 seconds on Self on Chameleon. That is actually a very nice amulet, though. Certainly something I would lovely or like to get and have. Thank you very kindly of that. I appreciate that sort of a little bit of a gift, I'd say. Because gift it was. Well, that was kind of funny. Sure. Hello, Nick Sound. Goodbye, Nick Sound. And then I would love to go and explore this tumor ruin. at least next time, if not right away. Looks nice. All of these green emblems and everything, or green jewels. This seems... I don't think that I've ever been here before, so I don't know how difficult of a place this is. That's a very interesting statue that they even have here in this Trumor location, though, for sure. Very interesting statue. I wonder if you're supposed to come here at some situation at some point or not. Interesting, though. Quite interesting looking. Definitely don't regret coming and exploring this way, because I always loved these rumor locations in Morrowind, and especially like when there's a lot more interesting designs and everything, like this this crossbow too. It's quite of a crossbow. It's quite of a fortification over here that they got. Well, as such, the Trumor were on the north, weren't they? And then they got friends and allies from Skyrim and the like, as the books told, sort of. So it's kind of a logical region to have this sort of a fortification. Hello. You hit me quite a bit. Interesting. For some reason that I don't remember now, I have been north of Nisis quite many times. Interesting. Even you don't actually remember this location. But yeah, at least I don't know if I've ever been. There's quite a few camping around in there. That's an interesting looking location too over there. That I guess you could then maybe remember better. I don't know. But yeah, definitely a lot of interesting stuff to explore here. I definitely do need to go and explore this Trumor location first and foremost, though. I like the statue and I like the crossbow, though, for sure. Unless they were added by the mod, but I doubt it. I would doubt that they would be just added by mod. There's a boat there, too. Where? Okay, there you are, Cliff Racer. Hello there. Goodbye there. Okay. And a little bit of a drop. Not too much though. Just dispose of you, thank you very much. Okay. Let's just rest until we are completely healed. And I think I'm gonna be just ending here for today, and then next time around we're gonna be exploring this lovely Trumor ruin. And we are gonna be then exploring probably the other areas here too that are close by, which looked kind of interesting. Maybe there a little bit, at least over there. You know, we see that there's something interesting over there. This is such a lovely picture too, again. Like, absolutely really a pretty beautiful picture. Possibilities, I'd say. Don't you agree? Such a beautiful sunset, and even seeing a little bit from all the way over there. I guess it's like that part that we would be seeing like that. I don't know. It's very pretty regardless. Even if that cliff razor over there on the very right bottom is very silly looking right there, but otherwise it's very pretty picture. One of the prettiest. One very pretty. Maybe it would be even prettier if we actually saw this Trumor ruin in this sunset, but well, can't really be helped. On the other hand, this is very nice too. Very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, I'll be ending here this time around. Unless this is a very pretty spot to be continuing from too. And then we shall be continuing with more next Friday. Yes, sir, we. And go then also to the Ushilaku camp. And probably from there we do need to go to the other camps as well, as Lander camps in the future. And thus then I have more reason to be going into the Telvanni region, and we shall be joining the Telvanni and everything, I'd say. I'd say so anyways. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed regardless, even though there was a lot of reading and I definitely had trouble saying certain words for a lot. Quite a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed this time of the stream, and also in YouTube. And thank you for watching. See you next time.